Okay, all good. Oh, wait. Oh, it's the wrong slide. It should be Word today. Today should be Microsoft Word, not Excel. This is the Excel slide.
Oh, okay, my bad. All right, wait.
Okay, we can move on to the next slide. Okay, next slide. Okay, next slide.
Okay, sure. Then I just go. Okay, then I just go into the next slide lah. Alright.
Dear attendees, before we begin our workshop today, there are a few housekeeping announcements. Please ensure your microphones are muted when you're not speaking to avoid any disruptions throughout the event. Secondly, please do not play with the request control button as well as the spotlight to not disturb the viewing experience of others. And last but not least, we highly encourage everyone to turn on the camera to make this session more engaging. Also, please be reminded that this event will be recorded. Good evening, everyone. It is my greatest pleasure to welcome all of you to our MS365 workshop. I'm Joanne, your MC for tonight. Our aim for this workshop is to help and guide the students on how to optimize the use of your MS365 account. Therefore, this workshop will be divided into two sessions, which are Microsoft Word workshop, which is today, and Microsoft Excel workshop that will be held tomorrow at the same time. For our first session tonight, TAF has invited an instructor that has 5 years of teaching experience who is currently a postgraduate student in the Electrical Engineering Department of University of Malaya. Apart from that, he also has a Bachelor in Telecommunication Engineering, specializing in communication, Master in Electrical Engineering, specializing in communication, as well as PhD in Electrical Engineering, specializing in computer vision, and deep learning. Not only that, our instructor is also experienced in designing algos in MATLAB and was involved in few projects which are car number plate detection, crack detection, currency detection, and blood vessel segmentation. I would like to welcome Mr. Raza Ali. For your information, throughout this event, Mr. Raza will be asking questions to the participants regarding Microsoft Words. And bear in mind that whoever answers these questions will stand a chance to get a mystery gift sponsored by one of our sponsors, Monster. Besides, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to type in the chat box for our instructor to answer throughout the workshop or during the Q&A session at the end. We thank you for your cooperation. Now, without further ado, I would like to pass the floor to our instructor, Mr. Raza, to begin with our workshop tonight. Mr. Raza, the floor is yours.
Thank you, John. So I welcome all the registered participants in today's event. John, is my voice is audible? Is my voice is audible? Anyone can you
yes,
hear
Mr.
my
Raza.
voice? Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, without any further delay, let me share the slides so that we can start the. Okay. So once again.
Hello, Mr. Raza. We can't actually hear you clearly right now.
Mr. Raza, maybe you can reshare your screen if you still have bad connection. It's okay if you didn't open your camera. Okay, meanwhile, Mr. Raza tried to solve the problem. I would like to remind all the attendees, if you have any question regarding the Microsoft workshop Microsoft Word workshop for today. Please don't hesitate to drop any question in the chat box below, and our committees will choose the question to be answered by Mr. Raza during this session, throughout this workshop session, or by the end of this event, we will have a session like audience Q&A session. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, Mr. Raza, we can hear you clearly.
Okay, I think let me share my slides, because I think when I share my screen, my voice is not audible at that time. So can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so okay, let's start with the workshop. In today's workshop, we will be discussing the one of the Microsoft Office tool, that is Microsoft Word. So actually, Microsoft Office refers to the Microsoft entire suite, which includes many tools from like such as Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint. Beside these, we have Microsoft Access as well, and OneNote as well. So there are many other tools as available in Microsoft Office. But the most tools that can be used in as a student is Microsoft Word, Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint. So just give a brief introduction about this, and then I will move towards the Microsoft Word. So Microsoft Word is mostly used for the application drafting, and Microsoft Excel is used for tabular applications.
Mr. Raza, if you still going through a like internet connection problem, you can minimize the screen at the bottom for MS Teams so that the connection will be better. Okay, let's give Mr. Raza a few minutes to figure this out. Okay, attendees, for this workshop, there will be a few materials that you have to download from the Google Drive that I've been shared the link to you. So don't forget to download these materials because there will be an exercise for you to do after this workshop by Mr. Raza. So this is necessary so that you can get more understanding during this workshop and you can apply it as well. And then don't forget, as well as the question, don't hesitate to drop it in the chat box below. Okay, for your information, tomorrow at 30 p.m., we will be having our second Microsoft 365 workshop, which is Microsoft Excel. So please don't forget to register because it's still not too late for you to register. And I can promise this program is very crucial for engineering students as you will be using Microsoft Excel a lot, especially in doing your lab report. And then for this weekend on Saturday morning, we'll be having our alumni talk, and you don't want to miss this session because we will be having five speakers from each department, which are alumni of University of Malaya, and most of them already have IR and MBAs. So you will definitely get a lot of experience from them as they have been in this uh, engineering world for a very long time. So you can mark your calendars and perhaps set a reminder for you so that you can wake up early this Saturday and join our event. Okay, we will wait a few more minutes for Mr. Raza to reconnect with our Microsoft team.
Hi, John. Can you hear me now?
Yes, Mr. Raza.
Okay, should I proceed?
Yeah, you can proceed. And if you share your screen, you can minimize the Microsoft team on the bottom so that you don't have like connect.
Yeah, I already did it. Okay, let me try again.
Okay, sure.
Thank you. Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience. So let me start again with the Microsoft Office. So we have three mostly tools available, not available, mostly used tools from the Microsoft Office, that is Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. So the Excel, as I have been explained, that Excel is used for tabular data. If you have any data in the form of tables, then we mostly use Microsoft Excel. And to present our assignments and our ideas, we use Microsoft PowerPoint. And for drafting any application or letter or any report, we use Microsoft Word. So why Microsoft Office? So using Microsoft Office will help to optimize our work, such as by drafting, saving, and editing. We can draft our letter, where we can draft our report, and we can save it. And in later, if we want to edit, we can edit it as well. Then it can be used to present your work through PowerPoint presentation. Similarly, like I'm presenting my work here, this workshop using PowerPoint. And as compared to other tools such as Google Doc and Google Sheet, Microsoft Office provides a lot of features which are not available online on Google Doc and Google Sheet. That's why Microsoft Office, Word, Excel, or PowerPoint is preferable as compared to other tools. So you can install these tools, Microsoft Office tool, to your mobile phone, your tablets, and your laptops. Even you can install in your PCs as well, and you can access your files using these devices, mobile, tablets, laptops. Like if you have done some work using your PC and later you are outside and you want to edit something on that file, so you can use your mobile phone to access, and even you can edit and save that file. So it's like quite helpful tool to draft, create, and edit your files. So here is the the layout of Microsoft Word, which is actually a computer program to create, edit, and produce the text documents such as your letters, applications, reports, assignments, and your thesis. So this is the basic layout of Microsoft. I hope most of the attendees have been familiar with this. So I will just give a short description about the brief about this layout. So we have starting, we have at the very top, we have title bar, which is divided into three different subparts. That is quick access toolbar. In quick access toolbar, we have those actions or those functions which we mostly use. So rather than going to the particular menu bar and selecting that action from that menu bar, we just put those toolbars, we just put those actions in this quick access toolbar so that we can access it very quickly. So here in this toolbar, quick access toolbar, we have autosave, save button, undo, redo button, and you can change these actions according to your need. Then we have a title bar, the document title. So whatever the document title is will be presenting, showing in this document title bar. And we have window control buttons, that is minimize, maximize, and close button. Then we have ribbons. So we have a lot of in Microsoft Word, there are a lot of functions available in different menu bars, and we have like file, home, insert, draw, design, layout, reference, mailings, review, and view, and help menu bar in these ribbons. Then we have a document page. So this document page is actually the main important thing in this Microsoft Word, where you can use it to write your applications, you can put your figures, you can put your images, you can draw a table in this. So this is the main page where you can draft, edit, and save your everything. Then we have a status bar, which is at the bottom of the this tool, this Microsoft Word page. So we have page 1 of 1, which gives you the idea of how many pages this document have, and on which page you are currently working on. So it also gives you how many words are there in these pages, or in the current page. Then there you can see the English United States. So it means that currently this document is using the English or the English version of United States. Then we have focus. So if you want to just focus on the main document page, you can click on this and you can just you will not see other ribbons, the sidebars, or the menu bar or the title bar. Then we have a reading menu. Here you can see if you want to read a document, you can click it and it will appear like a book, and then you will read it. So the next one is the normal one. So here is the normal one that you can work it, you can save it, and you can edit it as well. Then we have also a web view link. So if you click on this button, it will give you the web view layout. Then we have a zoom out and zoom in. You can zoom in and zoom out the page using this zoom button. So this is the basic layout introduction. Next we have the how to start Microsoft Word. So we have 3 different ways you can use. The first one is you can go to search bar and type Word. So it will appear something like Word, like in this first figure, and then you can click on it. So a Microsoft Word page will open. Secondly, you can click on any like a background on any folder, right click, then you can go to new, and in new you can find Microsoft Word document. So you can click it and open it, so it will appear on it. It will open the Microsoft Word document page. The third one is that if you have already opened the Microsoft Word page, you can just go to File menu, New, and then click on the blank page. The new Microsoft Office page will be open. So here is just a brief introduction about the Microsoft Word, and let's start with the real time its introduction by going and starting with the Microsoft Office. So let me check with the second. Let me choose with the second way to start the Microsoft Word. So I right click on the this background, and then I clicked new, and here is the Microsoft Word document. So I click on it, and this is Microsoft has created his document. So I double click on it, and it's opened a new page on Microsoft Office. So here is the layout of Microsoft Office. So I will go one by one on each ribbon, each menu bar, and we'll discuss what action is used for what purpose. So the first one is file. There's a home, so I click it home, it will goes back to the same page, and then there's a new. So new means that if I want to open a new document, so I will click new, and it will give me some options. So I will click if I click on the blank document, it will open a new page for Microsoft Word. So right now I will not go to it, so I will and move towards the next action, that is open. So the open is used if I have already saved a file and I want to open that file. So I will go to the open, and it's open a browse, or you can browse it from where you want to open the file. So what you can do it, if you have saved any file, you can go to that particular location and you can open that already created Microsoft Word file. The next one is information. So information gives, this button gives you the information about this document. If you see in these properties, the size, the page, the word, total editing time, title, tags, last modified, when it was created, last printed time, author name, and other related information as well. So there are some other tools. One of them is protect document. Like if you want to send your document to someone and you want to protect it with some password, you can protect it with some passwords. And if you want to check the issues, that if there are some issues in the document, you can click on it and check the issues as well. And if you want to check the version of Microsoft Office, you can click on this as well. And there are some other management documents which are not required at this level, so you can use these as well. The next button is save. So if you have some work done and you want to save that work, so you can just click on this save. Your work will be saved in that document. And the next one is save as. So save is also save the work, but the difference between save and save as is like save is just save your work on the current Microsoft document, but save as will save your document if you want to rename your document. So you can use save as and rename your document with another and save it with another name, or you can use save as to save the current document, Microsoft document, in another location. So you can use save as for two purposes, like to change the name of the current document, or to change the change the location of save that file. The next one is print. You can use this button to print your document. And next one is share. If you want to share your document via email and any other communication tool such as Bluetooth, so you can use this share button as well. So these are the most basics actions which are available in file bar, menu bar. So next one is home. So whenever you open a Microsoft Word, you will see this home button, because it's whenever you open, by default the home menu will appear. So in home menu we have multiple actions, multiple basic action basically, so which are used in any documentation, drafting, designing, and editing. So the first one is so these actions are also grouped in different groups. So the first one is clipboard. So let's start with the first one. So I will type. So now the first one is clipboard. In clipboard we have cut. So now if I want to cut something, so I have to select first and then I have to cut, so it will cut that one. So you can can use Control C as well, which is the shortcut of this cut. So you can note down Control C for the cut. And now I want to paste. So I will use this paste button to paste whatever I have cut it earlier. So the other shortcut for the paste is Control V. Control C is used to cut, and Control V is used to paste the whatever we have cut it. So I want to change it as earlier. So I use Control Z to undo my action. So I am using Control Z until where I have my basics, whatever I need to. So I have undo and I got the same which I needed. So this is like my name. I have some words has written. So cut is used for cutting, paste is used for paste, and copy is used for if I want to copy this and paste somewhere. So I use Control C for copy. Sorry, Control X is used for cut and Control C is used for copy. So I have pasted, I have copied it like here. So I've copied this, copy and paste. So now we have cut, and the shortcut for cut is Control X. We have paste, and the shortcut of paste is Control V. We have copy, the shortcut of copy is Control C, and the next one is Format Painter. So the Format Painter is actually used to apply the format of current format to another word or another line. Such, for example, if I use this bold and italic and I want to apply this format to my other lines as well, so I copy, select this one, click on the format, and then I apply on this line. So it has copied the format of that line first and applied to the line second as well. So let's move towards the next group of actions, that is font. So in font, first we have, okay, first let me undo my all actions. Okay, so first we have the format, the style, the font style. So whatever style I want to apply on my text, so I first select my text and then I will go and select my style. So it changes the font style. The next one is size. So if I want to change the size of my text, so I will select the whatever size I need. Then we have another tools as well, that is increase font size and decrease font size. So for increase font size, I will select my text and I can choose the size, increase the size by clicking on this increase font size, or particularly I can also decrease the font size by using the decrease font style. The next one is changing case. So in changing case, I can use it like I want it to be a lowercase, all the text in all the words in the text. I can use it for uppercase. So I can, all the words in the alphabets in these words will be uppercase. I want it to capitalize each word, first word in the text. And similarly, I can toggle this as well. So there are some cases available. On the basis of your requirement, you can select the case or whatever style you need. Then we have bold. So if I want to bold my text, I can click on bold. It can give you italic design as well. The second one, italic. The third one is underline. If you want to underline your text, you can click on it and you can underline your text. So further, there are some other lines are available. So which line is required, you can select the style of the line, underline line, for your underlining the text in your document. Then we have strike through. Sometimes what happens that like in writing, we write something and then we want to mention that this is not a right word. So what we do is we just cut on in the middle. So if I want to do it in this digitally, like through Microsoft Word, I can use like this one. So I have cut it. Let me do another word. So it means that it's not included. So you can cut the lines on the, give a strike to that word if you don't want to mention. Next is subscript. So for subscript, like we have a formula of water H2O, and I want to write this to beneath H, so we can do it. Select that the word, the letter, or the number which I want to put in the subscript. So I click on it, so it will give like H2O, the formula. Or you can also write, like we have mathematical formulas, that is A plus B whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. So in this case, what we need is to put this in the superscript. So we just click it like this, and it will give you it will create a formula of what we have required. So the next one is the text effect topography. If you want to give your text a bit effect, then you can select this one. Like if I want this one, and I can select multiple, we have a lot of text styles here available in the Microsoft, so we can choose any one, 3D, 2D, whatever you require, you can choose it. The next is highlight. So if you want to highlight some word, you can use this word and you can highlight this one as well. And this one is font color. If you want to change the color of the font, you can select it, and based on the available colors, you can put any color. Let me choose this one to that text. So so far I hope you have known to what actions I have been explained. Now there are one thing which I like. There is this is my name, Raza, and beneath this there is a red line. So what this red line indicate is that this word has some grammatical mistakes. So whenever there's a red line, you can no, sorry, not grammatical. Red line means there is a spelling mistake. So whenever there appears a red line, you can click on it and you can find different options, and based on that options you can select these, select the right answers. Similarly with the student, I intently didn't put the N, so it was showing red line. So here you can put it like click on it and select the appropriate answer from it. Again, from here I can click it, and then from the available answers you can put it. If there is not the suitable answer you want to put, you can ignore it as well. So there is also some another option is that green line. So similarly, now there appears a green line beneath this name, Raza. So the red line means there is a spelling mistake, and the green line means there is a grammatical mistake. So whenever there appears a green line, it means there is a grammatical mistake, and it also gives you the option that what can be the possible solution for that. So here I click on it. So now we don't have either red line or blue line. So next, let's move towards the next group of action, that is paragraph. So we have in first paragraph we have bullets. So if I want to put bullets, so I can select it and I can put bullets. So depend upon what I need, we can have number of different styles of bullets. I can put any type of bullet here. But if I want to put numbering, so what I do is I can select the numbers requirement. So, and okay, when I missed one option, that is this one. So this is clear format. So it clears all the formats other than this highlight. So because highlight gives you the highlights the important things. So clear format will clear all the formatting which I have done already. We have removed that formatting. So next is if I want to put numbers, so I can just put it like this. So number 1.1, or we can put it 1, 2, 3, 4. We can put it Romans like 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D even can. So for the, if you want to put some lines as a bullets, you can put bullets as well. You can put numbering as well. You can put one A, B, C, D as well in your subtitles. So next is if you have multiple level of list. So like if you have number one heading and then in number one you have multiple headings like 1.1 and 1.2, then we can use this numbering from this list based on, like if you want to number one use numbering, you can use this one list. If you want to use ABCD, you can use this list. So depend upon what is the requirement of your document, you can select the levels and name by like 1, 2, 3 ABCD, and even the multiple level names as well, headings as well. Then we have is there any question? Anyone? Okay. Okay. So next we have the graphing style. Okay, so paragraphing style, I just copy this one and I will do some pasting. Okay, so I think that's okay. Just one more. Okay, so now this one is left side aligned. So if I want to do it right side middle alignment, I can do it like this. So all the text appears in the middle. If I want to do the right alignment, I can click it. So it is aligned on the right side. And if I want it to be evenly distributed throughout the width of the page, I can use it justify. So most of the documents drafting we use justify because it gives a bit clean and proper look to your text in the document. Then we have another action that is line space between the lines. So we can select, like if I want to increase the line spacing between the lines of my text, I can increase to the available numbers, or even I can use my own numbers as well using the line space options. And then we have two more things, that add space before paragraph or remove space before paragraph. Sometimes when we write a paragraph, we put some spaces and so that to differentiate between two paragraphs. So we can use this add space between two paragraphs or remove space between two paragraphs. And then next we have decrease intent and increase intent. So decrease intent and increase intent is like, so if I want to move my starting point of my line to bit further, so I use increase intent. And if I want to move it back, so I can use it decrease intent. So you can use this increase intent and decrease intent to move your text to right side and left side. Further, you can also use it for some other purposes, just as to give numbering. Like if I give numbers to my text and after giving, it moves towards the right side, and if I want to move it back, then I use decrease intent and it will move towards the baseline of the document. And if I want to give it some others, so I can move it. Actually, these intent points depends upon the style and formatting of the document which you required to put format according to which you required to design your document accordingly. Then if you have some alphabets, such as like you are, I will just type A, B, C, D. So if I want it to do it, so I can increase it descending order and ascending order. So I have done it ascending order, so it will start with F, E, D, C, B, A. And if I want to do it in ascending order, so I will select it ascending text and then click it. You can do it for paragraphs as well. So here is the shade. You can give the shades as well. So you can give the shades to your the background of your text using this shade button. So the difference between shading and highlight is that highlight only highlights that text, but the shade will highlight whole background of the text. Next is table. So borders. You can give the borders line as well to your text if you want to give just upper side, lower side, bottom line to the bottom, line to the top, bottom, left, right. If there's already lines, so you can remove it. If you want to put it on all the sides, you can put it. So we will morely look these borders when we will be discussing the tables. Okay, these are the styles. Basically, these styles can be applied to the proper text. Like if I select this one, it is already normal, so I can use it with no spacing. Normal, which I have already changed, and this is no spacing, as which we have discussed, that line spacing between. And then we have headings, the heading to titles, subtitles. So whatever the style is available and you want to apply to your text, you can use from these styles. The next one is find. So if I click on find, actually the find is used to find a particular word in your document. If you have 10 or 20 pages document and you want to find a particular word, the one way is to read your document thoroughly and then find that word. The second thing is just type that word which you remember. That, for example, I want to find Raza, so I can just type Raza and it will give me all the available lines where Raza is written. So you can see on the left side of this document page that it will have given me that where Raza is written. This is a navigation page. So next is replace. So replace button is used for to replace a particular word with another word. Just for example, like here, I have written my name as Raza. So if I want that and that I have wrongly written this name, so what I do is I click on Raza and I will tell him find word Raza and replace it with Raza Ali. So what you will do it, so if you have selected one, so it will just replace. If you click on this replace button, it will just click on the one Raza Ali which you find, one Raza with Raza Ali from the very beginning. But if you click on replace all, so it will find all the Raza available in this text and replaces all the Raza with the Raza Ali. So let's do with that. So it has done, and now what he says is that all done, we made 17 replacements. So it means we had 17 word Raza in this document, and the word has replaced Raza with Raza Ali. So we can see, okay, Raza Ali 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, and so on. So the replace is replace action will replace all the words with your with all the selected words with another word which you will give. The next one is select. So select is to select all. Another option to select all is Control A. So you press Control A or either select from here. It will select all the text in your document. So I hope so far the things are clear. Okay, next move towards the next ribbon, that is insert. So next in insert we have first one is cover page. So if you want to give your document a cover page, you can click on this and it will give you a cover page. So whatever you required is you can click and it will give you the cover page. So it has already given some predefined cover pages as well, and you can design your own cover page using the word as well. Okay, next is blank page. Again, okay, blank page, just insert a new page in your document. And why it is required is that sometimes you you draft your document, and after some time you realize that okay, your document has 12 pages, and you realize that at between page number 7 and 8, I need to add more text or I need to add some images, and either the one way is to shift all the text below page number 7, or the next option is blank page. You just click on this blank page, a new page will be appear. Page break. So page break is actually gives you the option that there is not that you will be not using that page further after when you put the page breaks. That for example, here I want that from this onward my it will be on next page, and after this student there will be nothing in this page. So what I do is I will put page break. So what happened, it has shifted all the text available on that page to the next page when I put page break. Okay, so how to remove it? So sometimes we don't know that where we have put the big page. So maybe we have some enters in after that. So what we do is there is an option show and hide. So what show and hide do is it provides you the spaces, that where you have given the spaces, and enters where you have given the enters, and where you have put the page break. So now we know that we have shown these things, so we know that this is a big page break. We remove it, and we also now becomes to know that these are the enters, so we can further remove these enters. So normally we keep this hide, and now we cannot see that where we have put the spaces. So whenever there is a space, it will show you a dot, and whenever there is a enter, it will show the sign of this one. So we normally hide this. Okay, let's go back towards them. Okay, so next action is table. So the table, when if we want to add some tabular data in our document file, we used a table. So we normally choose the number of rows and columns from here as well, and plus we can use this insert table option as well to insert the table. So I want to use number of column 5 and number of rows whatever. So let me have 5 rows and 5 columns. So I can use these 5 rows and 5 columns has been inserted. Either way I can use it like from this I can write, or from the insert toolbar. So this is the line. Okay, let me draw something, write out some word. So student form. So here we will do some subjects. We'll just like this. Okay, 1, 2. So we have serial number and students, and now we can format these cells accordingly our requirement. So here we have the form. Like if I don't want to have these border lines, so I just remove it. Or if I just want to put it on the top or bottom, so I can use this as well. So currently I have selected all the rows of and columns of this table, so it is giving. So if I want to just give the border to this first row, what I do is select the top and bottom, and normally like this and bottom. So depends upon the style which you want to imply. You can use the lines, numbers, or even you can use it all the lines. So there are a lot of options available to modify your text. Okay, so next is inserting pictures. So you can use you can insert pictures either by copy and pasting to the word directly, or you can use this picture toolbar to insert the picture. So we have pictures. Go to picture, click on it, this device if you already have pictures. Okay, you have picture. Oh, it's on workshop material, so we have pictures. I can add it like here. So going to the insert bar, use picture, select device and insert the picture. But similarly you can put the all the available shapes in this shapes menu, like circle, triangle, rectangle, anything. Let me draw one. So here is the, we have drawn a rectangle, so we can modify it, like we can change the fill in shape color, or even we can no fill it as well. Then the border lines, color of the border lines, we can change it to this. Even we can change the width of the lines to any particular width, and we can also change the styles of the lines as well, like something like this or this. These are things. Even you can give the 3D reflections as well, something like this. So you can give any action or any format to that shape. Okay, next is icon. You can if you want to insert some any action icon, you can select from this, and from the available icons you can put it, like, okay, I want to put this icon. I can select this icon, click on insert, so it will insert that icon to the document file. Similarly, you can use 3D model as well. If you have any 3D model in your saved in your device saved, so you can insert that as well. Smart charts. So sometimes you need to present some information graphically. You can use smart charts such as these hexagonals, square, these rectangle shapes, lines, and sometimes you put, okay, just give me an, for the example I can put it. So you can this charts as well to uh,
Hello, Mr. Raza. Are you there?
can you hear me?
Oh, yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, so okay, can you tell me from where you can't hear my voice?
Oh, we just can't hear you for the past like 10 seconds.
Oh, okay, it's okay then. So if I want, just for example, I will use this column to, okay, so it has given me
Mr. Raza, I think you are stuck again. Mr. Raza, maybe you can rejoin the meeting.
June, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so now just to modify, okay, I want just one bar. So what I do is, so here my chart has been reduced to 1, so I can even change the names of these categories. So it depends upon your x-axis labels and y-axis labels. You can change your uh, values and names as well. So next is screenshot. So if you have some want to insert some screenshots, you can take the screenshots and then paste it on. I just took the screenshot, and now what I do is copy and sorry, screen clipping. So it will give me the option to clip, and then it has pasted on the screen. Or if you have already taken the screenshot by pressing the print screen button, you can use this button to insert it as well. So next is
Mr. Raza, we can't hear you again.
okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yes, we can hear you now.
Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay. So for the head, okay, what I was telling is the header and footer. So sometimes what happens that we need to give the title to every page of the document. So what we do is we use header and we just put whatever we need. So whenever we have done, we just double click on that. So it will appear on all the document, all the pages of the document. So this is the final draft, and this is the final. Similarly, if we want to put the text on the bottom of the document pages, so what we use is we use footers, and again we type our so it will appear on all the bottom of all the pages. And after that we have page number. So if we want to put page numbers, we can add page numbers to all the pages of the document. So depends upon where you want to put. You can put on the top, bottom. Mostly we put on the bottom and on the right side corner. So here is the page number. So page number 1 and page number 2. So next is text box. If you want to give some text in a box, you can put it in.
Mr. Raza, we cannot hear you again. Okay, in the meantime, dear attendees, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop your question in the chat box below so that Mr. Raza can answer it throughout this session. And also, you can find the material for this workshop using the link of the Google Drive given in the chat box below.
Okay, John, can you hear me now?
Yes, just now you stop at the writing text in the box.
Okay, sure. Thank you. So, okay, we have just add the text box. You can also add the style of your text box and of your text by selecting any of the style from this word art. Okay, you can also put your signature lines using this signature. Add a signature line. You can insert the date and time as well, and you can insert the object depend upon what is the required object from this menu bar. So we have like, okay, just put the date and time. So we need to put this, so it will give you date and time. So this is the date and time. So this is the date and time which I just put it, and this one was the object. Okay, now so you can also update it if you want. So later we have updated it on 6:33:54 on 54 seconds. So you can do it update and it will give you the updated time. So the next one is equations and symbols. So if you want to insert if you want to insert equation, just you put the click on that line where you want to insert the equation and click on this. There are some other equations already available, or you can select from these, or if you want to type your equation by on yourself, you can just click on it. So it will give you a equation box. You can type your equation here. So let me, for example, I want to write a plus b whole square. So I do it a plus b, and I want to do it whole square. So we have several functions available here. So what I do is I want to have superscript. So what I do is I will put brackets a plus b, and I will put the square here. So it will in Microsoft Word we have several options available to type our equation. So we can do it like a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. So we have written this. So we have several others common types of mathematical symbols and operations available, like for differentiation, for derivatives, and for delta operations. We have a lot of symbols available. Similarly, we have superscripts and subscripts as well, and then we have under roots, integrals, summation operations, brackets, trigonometric sine, cosine functions, and inverse functions, hyperbolic functions, common functions, and even you can write your own functions as well. So we have some boxes with some styles on upper and bottom, so you can use that as well. We have logarithmic functions as well. So based on your equation, mathematical equation, you can select the operation from this equation bar. Similarly, for the symbols, you can go to insert, select the symbol. These are the, if you click on drop down box, it will give you the most recently or mostly used the symbols. Or if you want some other symbol, do is first you have to select the line or the point where you want to put the symbol. So for example, I want to put symbol here, so I will go to this, click on this symbol, more symbols, and then if I want to put this 11, I will click on it, and then I click on insert, so it will put the this symbol on the particular point where I want to insert. So this is all from the insert. So we have a draw. In draw we have different types of drawing tools such as marker, pen with their different widths. So mostly used in Microsoft Word. We mostly use it either on Visio or PowerPoint to draw some drawings. But if you want to draw something on your document, so you can select any of this, and then you can easily freehand drawing can be done here as well. Okay, so next is design. So design is actually when you have drafted your document and you want to put some formatting style which is already given in the Microsoft Office. You can put it, you can select any of the style here, like, and you can select accordingly that whatever is required. So it will change the style according to the document which you have, which you will select from this document formatting style. So we have also coloring, different coloring scheme. You can select from this different font size. You can select from these as well. Again, you can paragraph spacing is also available here. So you can select if you want to make your own formatting style. You can use these tools to make your own theme and apply on the document. So the next is the watermark. Watermark is actually when you design a document and you want to give it the authenticity that it is yours, and like for some example, some instructor when give you assignment, they ask you to put your name or roll number or your metric number in background with watermark so that other students cannot copy. So what you do is you can click on this and you can put it, so it will give you the confidential, or you can also give whatever you can whatever text you can want. So such as like you can remove it as well, and from here the custom watermark, you can click on it and you can design your own watermark as well. Again, page color, if you want to give color to your whole text, you can give it as well by selecting page color, by selecting any of the color required or for your formatting, you can select it from here. Page border, so if you want to give some style to your page, so you can select the page border and you can select the type, you can select the color, you can select the width, you can select the type, or even there is some arts also available that will be that can be put in borders. So just for the time being, we just put this, and you see we have selected green color with this width, so it has given this one. So let me change it with something like this, so it will give you the border in this style. So these are mostly designed for mostly used for designing the cards and other cards and invitation and type of stuff. So you can use these borders as well. So next, let's move towards the next, that is layout. So in layout we have margin, so you can select the margin of your page from here. Orientation, you can select the type or the orientation of your page. Either you want to portrait, either you want to landscape, so you can select it from here. The size, you can select the size. Either you want to type a letter, either you want to do it on a legal page, A1 size, A4 size, A5 size. So depend upon your page size, you can change your letters, document size, page size, document page size. So it is mostly actually used when you want to print your document. For example, you are printing your document page on A4 size or A3 size. So you must select that size from this, so that when you print, it will give the proper look which you are looking in this document in digital form. So the next one is column. So for this research students, when they are asked to type the articles, they are asked to type in two columns format. So you can select it like this, so it will give you a column format. So it has converted into 2 columns, so you can again convert back into 1 column. So next is breaks. So again, like we have page break selected from the in the column. Here the same applies here. Using this break, you can apply breaks between text, between pages as well. So here's the line numbers. From the selecting this, you can select the line numbers, and the line number is actually used when you want to define that how many lines are there. And if you are checking a document, you can easily identify that in line number 5 or in line number 7 there is a mistake, and the instructor can ask you to fix that mistake in line number 17. So you can use line numbers in that cases. Hyphenations, so you are like apply hyphenations when it is required. So mostly and at undergraduate level, hyphenations are not required, so we will not go for it. So let's go for the line spacing. Okay, paragraph spacing, we start if we want to have some spacing, like for example, when you design a thesis or you write your thesis or you write your report, it is required that it should be moved towards the right side so that it can bind it easily, and after binding you can read the text on that page. So what they do is they shift their text from left side towards right side, and depends upon the required centimeters. Similarly, you can put it from right side. You can also give it some spacing from the left sides, from the bottom, from the top, from the bottom. So from all 4 sides, you can give extra spaces of the paragraph using these options. So let's move towards the reference. So in reference, we have first table of contents. Table of contents actually gives you the heading, the brief introduction of that document, that what are the main headings of this document are there in this particular thesis or in this particular report. So we will be using this when we will drafting our document. So add text, update table. If you want to update your table of contents, you can update it after changing your contents. You can update it from here. So again, footnotes, you can put footnotes here that we have used. So insert endnotes and next footnotes from here that we have already covered in header and footer. So this is the referencing style for the research student, or actually for the students. When you write a report, sometimes you have to give some referencing that for a particular sentence or for a particular formula, you have refer to some particular document. So you have to give that referencing. So for that, you uses this document. So let me open the Mendeley first. I'm using the Mendeley. You can also use EndNotes, which is also which is available to students. You can easily download from your portals, portals, and apply. So it's like that. Okay, if I want to insert some referencing, let me just wait for a while. So I'm using Mendeley. So okay, we will be using this when we are applying this in the PDF document.
Mr. Raza, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, so we are back now. So here I'm using Mendeley. So I use this insert citation button. So first thing is that where I want to insert the my citation number. So I will click on it. I want to put in my reference here. So I will click insertion, and then when I type the title of that document, it will bring up. So I will select from this whatever the accurate citation is. I will click and it will appear on this. So this is the reference which is available, which is showing here. And if I want to see, so what I do is references. So I will click on this. I have put my click here, and then I will click on this insert bibliography. So it will give the details of that document which is showing here. So by this way we can insert the citation of any document in our reports. So I'm using Mendeley. Similarly, for students, EndNote is also available. You can use the EndNotes when you install EndNotes on your computer or PCs or laptops. There on and you then you can integrate it with the Microsoft Office. Then here there appears another option in menu, that is EndNote. So you can click on this EndNote, and then you can just insert your citation reference on the same way as I used Mendeley to insert it. Okay, so next is mailing. Mailing is actually used to email directly from here or put something that is for sharing your document. So for this level, mailing is not required. We will move towards the review. Okay, so in review, actually this menu is used when you have written a report and you want your supervisor to go through that report and check it, either the report is correct or not, or is there any mistake on that or not. So your supervisor will use or the one who is checking your report will use this review button to give the comments. Like if I want to give comments, so what I do is I select this particular word and I will click on this new comment and I will type that this word is wrong, or whatever comment I want to give, I can give it. Next, what I can this option that you can delete the comment, you can go to the previous comment, you can go to the next comment as well. So there is another option that is track changes. So what happens is that if I turn on that track changes, so when I do some changes, like I want to do some changes, like this word is written wrong, so I do it student. So what it do is it gives the it make it change, and the one who received this file after my changing will come to know that this word has been changed. So if he wants to keep the word which I have changed, he can click that accept from here, and if he don't want to accept the change which I have made, then he can do it reject. Similarly, he can go to the previous change as well and go to the next change using these buttons. So this is the compare button. So compare is actually used to compare two documents. If you have one document and sometimes you wanted to do some changes and you want to save it on another similar document, and later you recognize that I'm not sure which is the latest document. So you use it for the compare purpose. You use this compare button to compare these files, and then it will give you the exact paragraph and lines where the two documents have some differences. So these are the main functions which in review which we can use. So there is a translate button. You can use translate button to translate your document from one language to another language, and there's a read loud button. If you select some text and click on this read loud button, it will speak out these words. And sometimes what happens is that we need to know our documents, that how many words are there, how many pages are there, how many characters with no space, and how many characters with spaces are there, and how many paragraphs and lines are there. We use this word counts to know this information. So next is view. So view is actually, we already have discussed that there are some buttons on the status bar, that is read mode. You can if you want to read it, you can click it, it becomes like this. So you can, it's a read mode, you can read it, this document. The print layout, the current layout is a print layout, so you can print. If you print, it will give you the same layout. The web layout, it will give you the web layout, how this document will appear when you put it on the web. So its outlines is, this will give you the draft view. This will give the focus, which I have already discussed, that it will give you a whole screen, your draft, so you can read it as well. So it will give the side by side. So it will give, and when you click on ruler, it will put the rulers on the upper and bottom. So you will get to know that your cursor currently where is your cursor is. So guideline and grid lines. Grid line is not mostly used in this word, but sometimes when you draw something and you want to know that where is your graph, where is your image is, we can use the grid line. So after that we have navigation pane. Navigation pane is actually when we have a table of contents, and from that table of contents we got the navigation, that which title are at which page. So next is zoom. So you can select it, and you can zoom your document and to 200 and 100, which is predefined, and even you can define your odd number where you can at which you can zoom your document. So these are the mostly used actions. And here, if you want to put new window, you can do it in new window. So now we have two documents in two different windows. So if you it's like when you want to work on one and do not want to disturb the other document, arrange. If you have more than one documents open, you can arrange in vertically, so that you can work on both simultaneously. Split, you can put when you have more than one document, you will click on it, it will give a line between two documents, so that you can see both documents at the same time. The last ribbon is help. In help, you can go for the contact spot, you can check for online help, you can have a help for a particular action, and you can see you can give your feedback, you can see the trainings to learn this Microsoft Word, and you can have to know that what's new in this new version of Microsoft Office. So these are the basics, mostly used Microsoft Word's functions you can use and apply. So if you guys have any question, you can ask, or meanwhile we will take 5 minutes break, 5 to 10 minutes break, and then we will draft our document which I have given you the material. From that material, we will draft a document and then create a PDF file from that. June, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Raza.
Okay, June, we have a break of 5 to 10 minutes. And after that, we will do a hands-on practice, the material which I have already provided to the students. So from that material, we will use that material to draft a PDF file, so that the students can get the hands-on experience as well.
Okay, sure. Okay, that was such a compact and informative session from Mr. Raza. I'm pretty sure all of you need a quick break right now. So in the meantime, we would like to take this opportunity to share an appreciation video prepared by our committees on the Engineering Festival 21 sponsored partner. Please enjoy. Thank you for watching the video, and with this chance, I would love to thank all of our sponsors for their relentless and strong support, as without them, we wouldn't be able to organize this annual event for the freshmen of the engineering faculty. So now we have one question in the chat box below. It is from Daryl Young. So, Mr. Raza, how do I start my page on number 3 instead of the front cover? Mr. Raza, would you like to answer that?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, Mr. Raza, we can hear you now.
Okay, so for actually this type of scenario appears when you are typing a report in which you give table of contents. So what happens that we don't want that our page number 1 or the title page have some number, so we use mostly the page break that I have discussed. That what happens that I will give it page break, so after that it will start a new numbering of the page number. So and before that it doesn't affect. For example, that I put the page number on page 3, and I want that it starts from the page number. The page 3 should be numbering number 1. So I put the page number at the end of page number 2, the page break, and then when I put the page numbering, it will the page number 3 will be shown the page 1 on that. So we use page break for that. And first we use page break at the end of page 2, and then we put page number, so it will give you, and it will start the numbering from page 3.
Okay, thank you for that explanation, Mr. Raza. So, since there's only one question, now let us resume with our break before Mr. Raza continue with our session. Dear attendees, a little reminder, you can still drop your question in the chat box below and it will be answered during the Q&A session at the end of this event. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, Mr. Razak can start the workshop at any time.
Okay, let's start with the hands-on practice. For that, okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, we can see your screen.
Okay, so now I ask students to follow the steps which I do. First, you open the Microsoft Word document and then go to the material folder, and from the text notepad, select all the text from that text notepad, copy it and paste it to the Microsoft Word document which you have opened. Okay, I will go with the flow, and if any student have anything to ask or they have any question or anything they want to know, just put your question in the text box and I will answer that. So I will go with my own flow. Okay, so we have a text which we have already copied from the notepad and we have to draft this text. So first is we will give it the heading. So it is our main title. We can either select it from the title bar, from the styles, or we can do it by ourselves by selecting, like we can change its font type, we can change its font style, and we can put it in the middle as well. So this is the title and this is the first heading. So what we do is we go to the heading and we modify this heading according to our requirement. So what I do is I change the formats and the text style to Times New Roman. Okay, we will keep with the 16 the format style, the text style, and we choose it automatic, or we can select it black. Then we need to give the numbering to our heading. So we go to format, click on it, and then numbering, and then we can select the numbers from this list, click OK. And now if you see, the alignment is quite left side, so we can bring back to the normal here, and then we click OK. So now when we click the first, so it will give the heading. So this is our first heading. Most common fruits is our setting heading, so we go there and click it, so it will automatically give it number 2. Then we have fruit and origin, and the origin, our third heading. Select this and click on this, you will get automatically assign number 3 to this heading. So this is our first heading, first level heading. Now we will modify our or format our main text. So we select this one. Again, we can modify this style from the styles, or we can modify it automatically manually by selecting first by doing justifying it, then changing the format style to I'm using Times New Roman, so students can use the style according to the format provided by the university, or you can select the style size, text size as well. So now it is applied to all. We can select this one, apply to this. Actually, we have not. Okay, so the other thing is how to use the other actions as well. So now I have formatted this paragraph. So I will select this paragraph. I will click on Format Painter, and wherever I want to apply, I will apply on it. So it will change the format style as well. So again, click it. I want to apply on this paragraph as well. Here as well, I want to apply this on all the text body. So you just need to select the format, click on this Format Painter, and apply wherever you want to change the format of that text. So now we have modified the text of the whole document. So we move towards the second level heading. So we will select this, go to the heading 2, modify. So now again we will modify according to the given format. So okay, let me change it to some other style. Okay, so we have given the title and the numbering to the levels as well. So we will going. Okay, here is an equation, and we need to insert this equation using this equation tool. So we put it here, and now what I do is GW divided by, so we use these symbols, this equation. So you can add the desired symbol using this symbol bar. So now what is the required at whenever we insert an equation in our text document, we need to provide the numbering to that. So for that, what we'll do is first we need to add a table of 2 columns and two columns and 1 row. We will copy this equation, mathematical equation, and paste it in the first column. So according to your requirement, you can so small down the second column, and now we need to add the numbering. So what we do is we'll go to insert, the referencing, insert caption, sources. Okay, we can do it by selecting this. Okay, Okay, so we can select the table and insert caption. So now we have multiple options. If we are giving the label to this table, we give this table, we select the table from the label. If we want to give the, if there is a figure and we want to give caption to the figure, we select the figure from here. And if we are giving the equation number, we'll select this equation and click OK. So it will give equation number 1. We just need to cut it from here and paste it to the second column. And now you can modify it as well by putting parentheses before and after this. So then you can select this whole table and come to the border and give no border. Select no border and the lines around the cell will disappear and it will give you the equation with the equation number. So here we just added the equation. Now we will insert the images and we will see how to insert the image and how to give the caption to the image. So we need to go to the insert, click on the picture, this device, and browse towards that folder where you have put that figures. So click on it and put insert. So now when you put the, when you insert the figure at the very start moment, this figure has inline with text, which means that it's according to it's this image is considered as a text which is not movable. So now if you want to move it, it will be give you like the you are moving a particular word and placing it to particular in between two words. So what we do is we change its layout to throw. So it means you can move it and the text will not disturb this image will not disturb the text. So you can place it everywhere. You can change the size and of this image. Now we need to add the caption to this figure. So what we do is we click on that, we right click on that figure, click on insert caption, and now we need to first select that this is figure. So exclude figure label and click OK. So you can give the detail of figure from here as well, like apple, and then you can format it. Okay, so sometimes what happens that when you design a draft and you have some figures on it and you have also given some captions to these figures. So when you move the figure, the caption remains on its initial place. So and later when there is a changes in that document, you cannot keep the figure and its caption altogether. So what is the tip is that just select the both, go to the group and group it. So whenever you move this figure along with this caption will go to the place where you want to put it. So now we will insert another image. Go to the insert, picture, device. Now this is oranges, so we will orange. We can resize it. First we need to do it thorough, and then we will resize it. Okay. So now, and the second option is top and bottom. It means that if you select this option for this image, the image will not appear in between the text. So text will appear either at the top or at the bottom. So now we have to give the caption. Click on insert caption, figure. So we can also give the detail of that image in caption as well. Click OK. So it appears on here, so we can modify it. Center black. Again, we need to make it in a group so that they will move together. So next we insert another image for the banana. Go to insert picture, device, banana, and insert. So give the caption. So far we have inserted an equation with equation number, figures with 3 figure numbers. Sorry. So now I want to give the it's referencing in the text as well. So what I do is like an apple shown in. So I will click here in between in, go to the reference, insert caption. Okay, sorry, go to the caption and this referencing, click on cross referencing, and now it will appear different options. So this is a figure. So what we do is we will click on apple. First we go to this referencing type. So this is figure. We will click here on figure. And the first one is apple. So we will select apple. And then what you want to insert. You want to insert
Mr. Raza, I think you're stuck.
and John, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Thank you. So, okay, so here we have formatted this figure 1 according to the format of this text. Now we have to
Mr. Raza, we cannot hear you again. Maybe you can try rejoin the Teams.
so I
Sorry, Mr. Raza, but we still can't hear you. Hello guys, I hope you all of you are doing fine with the hands-on exercise, and I hope you guys can catch up with what Mr. Raza have said, because this is a very important workshop session for us as an engineering student, as mostly we will be using those Microsoft Word apps to do our lab report, and not only during our studies, also when we are already in our working life in the future. And in the meantime, you still have time to drop your question in the chat box below, and will be answered at the end of this event. Thank you.
And Jun, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so far we have inserted the cross-referencing of figure 2. Now we need to insert the cross-reference of figure number 3. So again we will go to the reference, cross-reference. This time we have figure number 3, and then we insert, and then we need to apply the formatting of the text as well. So we use format painter and apply to this text, that is figure number 3. So now we have some gifts away if any of the participant will answer. So on this screen you can see that we have this color, and below this color there is a red color line. So the one who answer what is the meaning of this red line, he will get the gift from the management. So try to answer this question and you will get the gift. So meanwhile we move towards our next formatting. So we have
Mr. Raza, we cannot hear you again. Okay, in the meantime, any participants that have answered to the question that Mr. Raza have given can raise your hand, and when Mr. Raza come back, you can give your answers, and if it's correct, then you will get the special gift from our sponsor, Monster.
you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry for the interruption. Okay, so now we will move towards the next formatting, that is insertion of table. So we have this table contents and we need to add table. So what we do is we just insert 3 column and 6 rows table. Go to insert and then 1, 2, 3 columns, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 rows. So we will copy the content one by one. now we have copied the data of this table to the table, and now we do some formatting to this table. First we need to do it in the middle, so we'll select from here center, and then we can shorten the first column, select all the contents of column 1, go to the paragraph and click on center, and then we have countries and foods. Now we need to bold the title and the numbering, and now we have some other formatting for this table, so we don't need all the borders to all the corners. We just need the top and bottom line for the first row, and the line at the bottom of last row. So we have formatted our table. So after that we need to insert some citation in this text. So let me check where we have. Okay, so we need to add citation here. So the following contains a list of few national fruits alphabetically arranged by the country. So I have taken this list from the Wikipedia, give the reference of that. So again, I will use references. Okay, so the important thing is that where I want to put that reference. So I will click on it, go to insert citation. So I will type my title of reference. So I have this list of referencing, and select this and reference and click OK. So it will appear in this line. And next I want it to be appear the proper reference in the below. So what I do is I will click here, go to the references and click on insert bibliography. So it will give you the proper the reference where this has been reference has been taken. Now again we have formatted, and we will remove extra spaces. We have given the in-text citation of figures. We can first give this citation to that table. So right click on it, insert citation. Now this time we have a table, so we'll select table, and we can give the title to this table, that is list of, and we can click OK. So here is the title of this table. So now we can see there is a space between this title and the table. So what we do is we will go to the paragraph, we will click this paragraph setting icon, and we will remove the spacing after, and we click OK. So it has removed the spacing after this title. We will insert the citation, and so for that we go to referencing. We will drop down and we can select any of our required table of contents. So we'll select this one. So we see that we have given title to introduction, most common fruits, second level title to apple, orange and banana, and third level title to fruits and their origin. So what we can do is that sometimes when we write a report or research article, we write thesis, we need to give the number referencing the list of content as well, but we don't provide the number to the reference. So what we do is we will select this reference, go to heading 1, and we will just remove the reference and the numbering, and go to the table of contents, click update entire table, click OK. So it will give the references in the table of contents, but it will not give the number to that reference. Similarly, we will also give the table of insert the table of figures by just clicking here. We can select the table of figures and click OK. So we have only one table, that is list of figure, so it can appear here. Similarly, we can also insert the figures, so it normally comes up here. So we can select figures. Okay, so now we have figure and list of figures as well, and list of table as well with table of contents.
Tengah event je.
So let's modify our
Dah apa? Dah apa?
table.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, next we also want that our text starts from the new page. So what we put it like page break. So text will start from the next.
Awal. Boleh. Compare boleh. Rated boleh.
Can you hear me, Jun?
Dah. Check mic mute dah.
Thank you.
Yalah.
So now
Ui,
we can
gila lah bah.
the page numbers.
Lepas cakap dah tak baru ah.
Match found.
We have added page numbers as well.
Yeah. Takkan daripada dia tiba batu. Ada ya? Bukan. Sekarang oh shit. Gitu omong.
So that we can restrict it to 2 pages. So now we have modified and inserted the table of contents as well. So we can save it in our file. So we go to file, save. So it will save our file. But if we want to save a different name and a different location or a different style, we can use save, browse. Okay, so I want it to save in
Ada nak kau main?
material, and we should workshop with, and we want to save it in PDF. So we'll select save as type PDF, and then we click on save. So here is the PDF format of the file which we have. So now when you click on it, introduction, it will take you to the introduction. So these are all.
Boleh kau ikut.
So where you whatever format you wish, whatever heading click, it will take you to
Muhammad Shallah.
that heading. Similarly, if I will click on this figure, it will also take to that. Sorry. So this is the hyperlinks. Figure, text caption, and text as well. Okay, so
Accessibly.
to the what file we need
Jangan no.
We have equation number
Boleh.
one. Consider the following combination equation. So what we do is we insert, go to the reference, cross reference. Now this time we
Tinggal
get
dengar je.
equation. We select equation number one, and on the
Iya.
number, so we click here.
Ah,
So we
okey dah, okey dah.
give you equation
Bye-bye.
number one.
Toxins going up.
We have equation number. We have given the
Here.
There.
Selesai ke? Oh shit, saya belum.
Toxin screen down.
Spike down A. Last Player standing.
Few national foods. So just we need to save it.
Spike planted.
ETF and click on save. So it will
Yang aku pak babi.
this equation number and so these are the basic things which one needs to know and designing the
Betul tu.
these tools
One more time, Omen.
to format your
How many times have you heard that now?
So I hope this is clear to all of you, and if you need any, if you have any question or if you need to ask anything and about this, you can ask.
Breathe deep.
And join the forum. The forum is open for the questions.
Toxins going up.
Any student have any question?
Here.
Killed.
Okay, okay.
Workshop
Toxin screen down.
can help you guys gain more knowledge
Toxins going up.
Microsoft Works to its full capacity.
Toxin screen down.
So, dari cakap ni. Saya rotate dah.
Toxins going up. Toxin screen down.
For you.
Toxins going up.
Reloading.
Toxin screen down.
Sova removed.
Karena ni kerembok ibu.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining. Spike planted. Last player standing.
Nice.
Moving on, I would like to ask you that you are session for the MS365 workshop, which is
They stumble. Now is our chance.
tomorrow at 12. So don't forget to mark your calendars and perhaps set a reminder for that because you really don't want to miss this important session. I can promise you that the knowledge of Microsoft Excel will be very useful for engineers. Before we call it a night, I would like to request all of the attendees to turn on your camera for a very quick photography session.
Hold those angles. Pathetic. Spotted B.
Spike down B.
B juga. B.
Spike planted.
Our instructor for this time, and I would like to apologize for any mistakes or shortcomings from our side. Because I am
Last player standing.
Mana spectate je. Mana dah.